Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to Jay's One Key Event 4th edition. We are back with the penultimate match of the round of 32 weekend, and oh boy, is it a very exciting matchup for you guys here today. It is going to be Mini Egg going up against Warp to see who will be continue on in the winner's bracket round of 16. Loser will be dropped down into that loser's bracket where they will need to make the run of a lifetime to make it further into this tournament. As always, my name is Sparky, and I am joined in the commentary booth this time around by none other than Sunny. How's it going, man?
It has been going great, Sparky, and yeah, put it well, the penultimate match of this round of 32 weekend. The final match of this Sunday. We have our final match on Monday, which will be, of course, the first seed up against our 32nd seed in 4UTC. But for now, something quite similar. Our 4th seed against our 29th seed, of course. It'll be Mini Egg, like you said, and Warp. Two players that have been around for quite a bit. And of course, Mini Egg, one of our more outstanding one-key players, especially in recent memory, have been really strong alongside, of course, the other insanely goated United Kingdom players we have. Zubin, Dragon, even Nathaniel that one time in the Sparks' 2-key event. Lots of UK goats showing up recently.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like the entire UK roster from the last couple of World Cups is basically just infiltrating the top 5 seeds this go around. So very interesting to see them step up to the plate. Looks like Mini Egg wins the role. They're going to go for LN1 here to start things off.
Yeah, I'm going to opt for LN, which makes sense. I've always seen Mini Egg as a very strong LN player. And also kind of just like one of those players where they can really dive into anywhere in this map pool and they'll be fine with it.
Yeah.
I feel Mini Egg's strategy would probably to avoid the more longer maps and just go for those more short and sweet picks, maybe to conserve maybe just some consistency factors, or maybe just wanting to get things all set and done in the fastest way possible.
Yeah, there's really no need to go into those longer picks, especially when you're as well-rounded as they are at this point. So LN1, pretty short one, just over 2 minutes. I imagine stuff like Hybrid 1, Geometrical Dominator, and Rice 1 are also probably on consideration if it even needs to go that far. And it might just be like whichever song vibes the best for them. It really does boil down to that sometimes as we get this one underway. Don't want to discount Warp. They have a very strong start on their side as well through these opening couple of nodes. We'll imagine the accuracy will kind of start to settle down just a little bit here, but I mean, as things stand, I mean, for being the 29th seed, picking up a couple of 200s here as the map progresses down into that low 99% mark. But I mean, if they can keep themselves in and around with the FCs, maybe they can pull something off to maybe get a point or two against Mini Egg. But I mean, gonna be a bit of an uphill battle, but I mean, you gotta be able to climb that hill in the first place to make it here. So have to wait and see how the rest of this map progresses.
Yes, definitely put it there very well. Definitely the combo will play a very important role, especially in a mode like one key where like this is only one singular key you are tapping. There's no 4 keys, there's no 7 keys. You're only relying off a singular key, which therefore combo is a lot harder to preserve. Like getting that forward combo cap would be a very difficult task to do, even on an FC run right now. Mini Egg doing a very solid job, but then again, halfway through, only at 600 combo, and without Warp trying their best. I mean, this is a 20,000 point difference, so sounds pretty large in the long run, but I mean, Mini Egg could potentially find something here, especially with some of these more timing releases coming out in the final third of the map here to go. Very short map, so gonna be a little bit of an uphill battle, like you said, for Warp.
Yeah, but I mean, outside of the first drop, I didn't even realize that they had found a drop. I guess that was what accounted for that accuracy drop early on. Outside of that singular little blemish, second one coming through there, just missing on the doublet. It's been a pretty solid run for them. So, I mean, when you have somebody like Miniag on the air side who's basically hovering this 99.9% accuracy, I mean, not really much you can do from that position. 50,000 points, gonna be the first pick, going the way of Miniag getting that first break point in this match to make it 1-0 here.
Yeah, going to instantly jump onto the board here with a V1 double S as well, and also getting the first break point of this match. Oh, wait. Then...
Not a break point.
Okay,
I
never mind. Streamer is just baiting us.
Literally, said Miniag get the first pick, and I just saw the blue outline, and it happens. It's been a long weekend, man.
No, tell me about it.
You're going through the ringer this weekend. I don't know what to say, but I mean, Miniag getting their first pick, Warp up to pick now for their first official pick in this match. Get me a chance to see what they go for.
I had to go on like
first one.
I had to go on like a week's worth of vacation after this, man. But anyway, Rice 1 going to come out here from Warp. I mean, I'm willing to say that this is probably our most popular pick alongside, I will say, LN1 as well. And honestly, I can definitely see why. This is a very, very easy map for a lot of these players. I've definitely seen lots of like 980s, 990s. You put it very well in, I believe, I can't remember which match it was, but on how the different seedings would go on this map, where top seeds would like get good ratio, then like those mid seeds looking for sub 100s and whatnot. I believe that was Dimples versus Jackson.
Yeah, I remember saying this, where it's basically like for like the top seeds, you're expecting basically like double-digit 300 counts on a map like this. For like the mid seeds, it's like, okay, just getting maybe like a triple-digit 300 count with maybe like a 1-200 type of a run. And then for the lower seeds, like just getting the FC is kind of like the bar. And that being said, I mean, with a map like this, with how straightforward it is, this kind of has to be the bread and butter pick for basically everybody in this bracket. This is basically as pure as you can get in terms of Rice consistency. And if you're finding yourself struggling on something like this, then I mean, it's gonna be pretty tough sledding from here on out. But we'll have to wait and see how Warp performs on it. The LNs didn't go their way, but maybe something as straightforward as this could be kind of their stomping ground to maybe pull something off.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, we have totally seen stuff like completely full under the pressure for our higher seeds, and especially for a map like this, so simple, where even could catch up players who have been notoriously good for just being good, as it's such a simplistic map where it's actually quite easy to slip up if you are not careful. Maybe just playing these doublets, playing these gallops and streams very, very with like high levels of confidence, or maybe feeling a little bit too nervous and maybe just misreading one of these gallops or streams could be really just the nail in the coffin for these players. And right now, Miniag putting up one valiant effort, and as well as Warp staying at that 99.8 range, and Warp really keeping this in a 3,000 point difference. And if Miniag finds anything catastrophical, I mean, that's a miss of a difference here. But this map is closing out quick, and I don't think Miniag will find any form of drop whatsoever, and they will this time take a break point.
Yeah, you really can't ask for anything more from Warp there. I mean, 82 300 V1 double S, like, against a lot of other players in this bracket, would have been enough to get the point. Hell, even against me, I think my PB on this is like a 992k. So, I mean, you can't really ask for anything else. I mean, when your opponent literally flips your 300 count on its head, 28 to the 82, you just got to tip your cap there. It's like, all right, fine, all right. But a 29 seed being able to pull off that kind of a score, pretty scary.
Yes, I mean, you put it really well. I mean, Warp definitely could probably beat both of us, I would say, Sparky. Even if I miraculously came back and played this map,
right.
I think Warp would.
You undersell your rice accuracy. You're pretty damn accurate. I just find 200s in random spots.
Oh, don't worry, me too.
Not allowed on a rice one pick, and I mean 2 V1SS's just separated by the accuracy. That's all that really boils down to. But I imagine if the pick goes back to Warp, Rice 2 is probably on the cards. I mean, you just gotta be able to handle those quicker bursts. So let's wait and see what they decide to go for as we wait for Mini Egg's second pick in this match.
I feel Mini Egg will probably dive into Hybrid 1, but actually we're going to see LN2 jump out here. So Shoot the Star going to be the pick for Mini Egg here, looking to see if they can take this to a match point situation. I mean, seeing how well LN1 did for them, wouldn't be surprised. Going to test their opponent on how well they can time these LNs. And Mini Egg, very, very strong long no player. That is probably one of their highlights, even outside of One Key itself. A reoccurring Mania World Cup player, did very strong in Polytetral and How to Play LN's Osimania Long Note Tournament 4th edition, which just concluded, and plethora of other tournaments that I do not know of, but I know Mini Egg putting up very good LN scores of. So it's kind of just a pattern for Mini Egg to go for these LN related picks, and especially with a more timing based pick, I could definitely see this. Just, I mean, seeing how Warp did on Rice 1, they can definitely stomp on a dime and keep Mini Egg at bay, but it's just one of those things where Mini Egg is just so strong that it is an uphill battle, but anything can happen here, and Warp gonna begin this with an opening 200.
Yeah, these opening releases are a little awkward to kind of get sorted out. Gonna quickly rise in terms of overall accuracy as they kind of trade those 200s for 300s now. And I mean, the real question for them in this tournament is how they're going to handle, I guess, developing their skills as a long note player. Because we're starting to see the slider breaks come through here. I imagine just the release timings giving them a little bit of issue. And I mean, Mini Egg's just going to take full advantage of it as things stand in that 99.7 range, full percent ahead at this point with 3/4 of map left to go. I mean, a 20,000 point cushion is pretty nice to work with here.
Yeah, very, very good start for Mini Egg, and especially with how hard it is to hit the combo cap in a map like this. Warp did find a break, so now their combo cap is kind of struck in half. So with that, Mini Egg barely just crossing that combo cap now. Now they'll slowly begin to run away with this lead now, as it has ballooned to 20,000 points on their side here, as Warp trying their best to really neutralize the threat here, but I mean, already 20,000 points in the gutter. It is gonna be a very uphill battle here for Warp, but definitely not out of the woods just yet.
Ooh. All right. I mean, there's a start. Slider break from Mini Egg, gonna reset the combo, give Warp plenty of time above that 400 combo cap. Doesn't have the accuracy to really take advantage. Usually it's about 0.3% the gap that you can be allowed to get away with, but it does put a pretty sizable dent with a quarter map left to go here. So stranger things have happened. It's 16,000 points starting to shrink here as we continue on. If they can kind of build up a little bit, but Mini Egg kept that drop so clean, they're already right back up above that 99.7 mark, so might be able to mitigate the damage, but it is still hovering that 15k mark with this tiny little bit of map left to go here.
Yeah, and heading on into our concluding section of the map, and War picking up a break and Mini Egg climbing back up to the combo cap. I mean, couldn't have been any more better for Mini Egg here, and Warp just going to add more insult to injury here on these final notes, messing up on that gallop here, and Mini Egg now at a match point situation here.
Yeah, singular 50, just a little hiccup for the road. Near V1SS performance otherwise. I mean, Warp not too bad themselves, just the release accuracy kind of being their undoing there until the last couple of drops began to rain down. So, I mean, promising on one of the harder LNs in this pool. but I imagine they're going to want to go for something like either the speed pick or Rice 2. If I were to take a guess, I imagine Rice 2 might be on the cards, depending on how spicy they're feeling with regards to some of those awkward burst patterns found inside of it.
Yeah, I don't really know how Warp. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say Warp. Definitely, I feel like Hybrid 1 would be your safest pick because Warp speed, not the strongest. Just going back to the qualifiers stage, and I don't think Warp would want to really challenge a player who seeded fifth on a speed pick. And Warp did pretty all right on the hybrid. They got roughly around the middle of these picks. So, and I mean, also Hybrid 1, very short and simple pick. So, I mean, why not try to see if you can get a Hail Mary happen right here and avoid the sweep? And I mean, hey, we saw Mini Egg break on LN2. We can see things happen here. So, not out of the woods just yet. Warp kind of having their back against the wall here, praying for a miracle.
Stranger things have happened. I love the conversation going on in the IRC chat about the hybrids. It's like, welcome to Joke. The hybrids are always harder than everything else in the pool. It feels like that's just the nature of these. They get real funky with them, and this map's definitely no exception. I played this in my match earlier today. I just completely spiked it. Just absolutely. Oh, synchronized misses. Here we go. The doublet torture to start the map off, catching both players out. Warp getting an extra miss for the row, losing a boatload more accuracy in comparison to the Mini Egg, but very shaky starts in comparison to the other maps in this pool for both players as we continue on to the next quarter of the map.
Although I have not played One Key in over a year, I can definitely say with my experience from One Key World Cup 2024 that yes, welcome to any Joke tournament where the hybrid is the hardest part of the tournament. I think it was against you, Sparky, we played, I can't remember which hybrid, I think it was like the 80s Momentum or something like that.
That was like LN4, but it felt very hybridy.
Yeah,
something like that.
I absolutely like hit a grounder to the shortstop to end the game. Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
That
map
threw it.
It's hard. But I mean, both these players getting the bona fide hybrid experience. You love to see it here. Mini Egg recovering very Jesus Christ, why do I say anything? Recovering very nicely up until that point, finding another slider break, but I mean, they have a 50,000 point cushion to work with. Warp down in that 97% range. I imagine Mini Egg probably thinks that they threw this pick based on how that intro went and finding an extra slider break, but gonna be pleasantly surprised to see that with a double-digit 300 count, gonna secure the point and secure the match 4-0 to send Warp down into that loser's bracket.
Yeah, very quick match here, but Mini Egg will end up victorious in the end. Will be moving on to that winners round of 16. While for Warp, it is not the end of the line for them. They're gonna have to fight the rest of their tournament lives in the losers bracket. And I mean, there were some moments where things were oh so close in that match where I think Warp, despite being the 29th seed, should be a force to reckon with. But congratulations to Mini Egg once again. You will be moving on to the winner of a round of 16, and I feel his opponent is in the room with us right now.
Yeah, yep. Hi. I hope they play the hybrid the way they. I hope they play the entire pool the way they played that hybrid. That would make me feel a lot better. But that should be pretty exciting if I do say so myself. I'll try my best not to get absolutely pub stomped. But as things stand, yeah, for Warp, they're playing Frank next weekend.
Next weekend, so that will conclude that match, and we have one more match left to go to round up the round of 32. It will happen quite late. Don't forget, for all you Westerns, your clocks have been turned back an hour, so this will be at 4 UTC, so roughly 8 hours from now or so. Will be the final match on Monday. It'll be Grape Tea, the first seed, versus Happer Gamer, our 32nd seed. So
32nd
we'll see
seed,
you
2
then.
years in a row. Also, to close things out officially, the Map Bowl Showcase is going to be happening before that match takes place. I have it with some pretty good confidence that it'll be happening in about 10 minutes. Just going to take some prep work, going to get everybody situated, and definitely stick around to find out what the maps are going to be for the round of 16 in Jay's One Key event, 4th edition. But until then,
Yep.
we'll catch you guys later.
See you later.
Hello, everyone. We're back. We're with the tiebreaker showcase. No, that's not quite right.
We'll
We'll
there.
have one of those after we get through the entire rest of the round of 16 map pool. Of course, there is still one match left to go, but we're gonna give you the sneak peek of everything early. I'm Teezel, joined with Sparxe.
Hello, I am here again.
Thank you.
Yeah, the third time in a row. Round of 16. Pool showcase. The pool has 2 more maps in it this time, because it is now no longer first to 4, but first to 5. So that's exciting.
We will leave where we've added the maps in, just up to as it comes out. We don't want to spoil all the fun.
What we will spoil, though, is Rice 1. When we can get it set up. It seems we are having some technical issues. Please hold.
The crabs have run away with the Rice 1. We need to go shut them down and get them back.
Okay, I hear song. I don't see song though. There it is. We're back.
Awesome. All right. So this is beginning by Life Theory. So fitting song for Race 1, the very first chart of this round.
Yeah, 145 BPM already. Very technical from what I'm seeing. A bunch of 1/6 doublets and bursts.
Yeah, so already kind of moving slightly away from just pure kind of consistency in terms of just 1/4. Already kind of bringing in some different things going on. Arguably quite a bit harder than our previous week, Race 1, but that's the way this tournament goes. People learn quickly, and we have to adapt to that.
Yeah, I think the last week's Rice was especially easy compared to the LNs and hybrids we had in that round, so this is, I think, a good step up to sort of like balance it out again.
I even saw 1-8 triplet in there.
Oh. I also saw like a stream with 1/6 in it, and then it ended on a doublet, which made the doublet offhand. Oh, actually very short map.
It is very short, yeah. Only 1.5 minutes in length, so you should have plenty of time to practice and kind of get this one down. Nothing too crazy going on overall, but let's take a look at Race 2.
Kumo no Ito, 220 BPM, a whole 80 BPM faster on the last one. 75 BPM faster. And 3 minutes long as well, so this is going to be a little bit of a stamina tester.
Yeah, this is
also a swing map.
Yeah, it's swing, but generally leans more towards your classic, just 1/4 consistency. I believe there was also a 1/6 doublet in there, but you probably shouldn't see too many of those if I remember correctly.
Yeah, also OD8 like the last one, so fairly difficult to get those Rainbow 300s, which in Score V2 are affected by OD, since people tend to ask.
Yeah, you know, of course, with having such a good pool of players, there is generally going to be very high levels of accuracy, so we do need to make use of higher OD just to kind of split apart the accuracy, just so that we're not going to risk the chance of ties.
Yeah, especially on the Rice, just for all those Taiko players.
You see some other snapping going on in here. Just so you don't fall asleep thinking this is too easy.
Some 1/8 doublets coming in.
We have some even plip patterning as well, just to try catch people out.
The occasional 1-2 snap coming in as well to just throw you off.
Throwing in a wee bit of a stream as well. Yeah, this map is quite nice for consistency, I feel, because it's not just like the same thing over and over again. There is distinct parts of the map, so you can't just get really comfortable and just let it flow. Gotta keep your mind in the game.
Yeah, but also there's no particularly difficult spike anywhere, so you can sort of like build up a pretty consistent accuracy if you know the map well.
Yeah. Well, that'll just take a wee bit of practice.
Oh, okay, that was a 1/4 5-plet with like a 1/6 and leading into it.
Yeah, there is a couple of wee things like that, especially if you double it as well to trip people up. You've all got this. I believe in you.
Yeah, you can handle a few patterns. Alright, and for the first time we have a third rice.
3
This one
rice,
will
that's
be-
too many.
That's too many. Beyond the Sonic Wall, but Dual Alter World. 190 BPM, we have a very nice spread of BPMs across the rice pool. And 3 minutes 50. Almost 4. I'm assuming
Yeah,
this will be a lot like the scars and shrapnel wounds from qualifiers, like just a pretty basic consistency test at 190 BPM.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it's also quite nice that
88.5
we've got
as well.
quite a wide range of music as well within the rice pool, like different genres. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, with the background kind of drums, this could very easily just be a pure stream map.
Yeah, like a Embraced by the Flame type map.
But sometimes it's nice to take songs that do have potential for higher and just kind of let them take place in a slightly lower stage. Don't map them fully, but still map them to a level where it's acceptable, such as this. Just helps bring in a wider variety of music, and yeah, it's a good way to mix everything up.
Yeah, and although we don't have a stream category anymore, that doesn't mean we can just not put long streams in maps. So, like, those are still a possibility later on.
Yeah, there's not too much in the way of streams here at the moment, but we do have denser sections in the KIs. Yeah, streams aren't always the easiest thing to learn in one key. Still getting used to kind of releasing the key before pressing it again. But you have sections like this, which is still really going to test that before fully going into streams. Of course, there was some 1-3 in there as well. It wouldn't be a metal chart without it.
Of course. I think this is probably already a little bit of a stamina tester for people who are still somewhat new to one key, because 4 minutes, 190 somewhat dense map is a little hard on the fingers.
Absolutely. Of course, when people ask you, when are we getting true death streams? Do not worry, there's still plenty of tournament to go.
Yeah, maybe not in round of 16, but you'll see them maybe.
Yeah, just similar outro again. This is the map that is very, very consistency based across all the race, I would say.
Yeah.
Just have that slightly higher BPM and decent density to kind of spread it all out.
And that is the rice. Let's move on to some longer notes with... Hang on. Chinatown Blues by Odio and Karma Wears White Ties.
Yeah, the star
Very
rating is a bit deceiving on this one, I'd say. 2.91. I think most people have probably figured out in this tournament by now that LN is a very tricky skill set.
And doesn't
Even if the
raise the star rating at all.
Yeah, even if the general tapping is fairly easy, it's all about the release timings and just not getting caught up in yourself, really. Trying to keep that ratio high, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, and a pretty big variety of snaps here as well, ranging from those 1/8s, 1/4s, as well as... I saw some very short releases in some of those 5-plits. Might be like 1/12 or 1/16. Very short.
Yeah, our replay are actually doing a really good job at maintaining very good ratio on this one. But can you do better? Maybe you'll have to pick it and prove yourself.
Try it. Win a prize.
Yeah, I guess that's one thing about this map, is it is kind of... it's fairly single tappable. I think you still have to have, you know, pretty good stamina for single tapping, especially as it's 3.5 minutes, but I think single tapping LN with varied release times is not really recommended, I'd say.
The 254 BPM single tap.
We've seen people do it much worse. As in, much
Yeah.
better, rather. Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay.
Maybe don't single tap this bit. It's a really nice chilled song, I'd say. It's it's easy to get into the groove of it, and I think that will probably help a bit with the LNs. I could see it being
Also-
a fun one to practice.
This is like such an unusual song to have Gumi on. It's like, it doesn't sound like a Vocaloid song at all.
I think that's the fun thing about Vocaloid, though, is it's not really limited to any genre at all.
Yeah.
If you can tune it right and just make it sound good, then it goes anywhere. But we are gonna go to Ellen too.
Yeah, from the slow one to the slightly faster one, 180 BPM. Flicks Party by Pointless.
If you're a fan of Bedroom Community's silly background, well, here you go.
It's Flicks. lot of varying snaps here. It's all one half snap, but the releases are the main difficulty there.
Yeah, the actual tapping of this map is fairly simplistic.
Whoa.
Other than maybe that bit. Is that
Yeah.
1-6 into a 1-3?
I think it was like 1-6 into 1-4 and then 1-3 ending or something.
Oh, that's brutal. Kind of reminds me a bit of TS Love.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, we got
like a full 1/8 release section.
yeah.
Full
I was gonna
inverse
call
and
it
monkey.
inverse. I don't really know if that's correct
No,
in this
that's, I
sort
mean,
of
that's,
case, but
that's technically correct. Oh, doublet. Also, is this all LN? No, I think the start had some rise.
wow.
Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah, you really
It's
gotta
back.
watch out for the 1-6 into 1-3 there.
It probably only happens twice. It's still good to be ready for it.
Yeah, it could be a good pick if you feel like you can practice it a lot and hope that your opponent picks up a miss on it, but I'd say with it only being 2 sections, you still want to have a really good grasp of your LN release times and maintaining that ratio.
Ready dance map
Yeah.
for an LN. But that's all the LNs. It's hybrid time.
Oh yeah. So I actually mapped this one. So if you are a fan of varied LN release timings, this is the map for you. Bit slower in the BPM, 175. And the density's not too bad overall. It's generally got a decent focus on the LNs. It's still early stage after all.
And since it's hybrid, it's got a lot more of these just pure rice sections as well.
You'll start to see a good chunk of varied LN legs here.
Oh yeah.
Fortunately for the most part though, they do feel fairly intuitive to play, but I could be biased.
Small break. Will we be seeing any bursts in this map? Oh. Odd snap there.
Yeah, the thing with this map is it is like fairly repetitive.
Oh, that's 3-1-6. Just
It
big.
begged for it. I regret nothing.
They're all rice. It's probably fine.
Alright, we have increasing LNs and decreasing
Wow.
LNs.
That's nice.
And then back to the general KI formula.
And there it is. The first hybrid of the two. And the second one is actually mapped by me. It's MX Black Box by Phase. The second swing map of the pool. So this is a quite slow swing map. Just 117 BPM, but also on the longer side. This one is really quite technical.
And of course, you're not only is it swing, it's swing with LNs as well. That's just a recipe for chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, even the replayer didn't know what to do there.
Yeah, a lot of different snappings. Very inconsistent.
One that's definitely going to require a lot of practice.
The main chorus here is like a little bit more intuitive to wrap your head around the rhythms. And it happens like twice, I think.
Yeah, focusing a lot on the doublets.
And as the vocals come in, you get some more longer streams.
Yeah, an interesting focus on even put patterning in this map as well. Just kind of comes hand in hand with swing.
And the lengths on some of these streams are just really evil. It just... you have no idea whether they're even or odd.
Yeah, it's at that kind of evil level.
This part's kind of weird.
I'm struggling to follow it there.
Some cheeky 1/4 snap.
Yeah.
Oh, this part's cool.
Oh,
The consecutive 1/6.
Sparks, what have you done?
And there we go, the last chorus.
Yeah, this one looks quite difficult actually.
Yeah, I think it's probably on the harder side as well. Almost 2k combo. That's it
Alright,
for the hybrids.
what do we have next?
Speed.
Alright. I have
Redisconnect.
Redisconnect by Tenchio.
249
249.
BPM.
I'm expecting just some basic 1/4 patterning. Probably not too dense.
Yeah, I think this one was nerfed quite a bit because we had to move it down because we just had way too many hard speed maps.
Yeah, it's easy for speed to kind of be let go and just run away with the difficulty.
A lot more LNs in this one, I think, than usual, or at least in last week's pool.
Yeah, thankfully the LNs don't look too tricky at all. And in some cases I feel like they just kind of help with separating out the map a bit.
Yeah.
Bit of density going on there with triplets and quintuplets fading into each other.
Also, I think some of those LNs are 1/8, which at 249 is very short. It's like shorter than you would normally probably even tap a rice note. Gotta really watch out for that.
This is another longer map at 3.5 minutes once again.
It's a marathon pool. Is this... I can't tell if BPM changed.
No.
I think it might have
No.
just been like 1/3 or something.
Think so.
Pretty dense ending here.
Yeah, mostly on the rice, but you do have fairly chill sections around it, so you have time to prepare. Alright, looks like a good challenging speed map.
Hmm.
What will we have next?
Another speed map.
Oh my
Who saw this
goodness
coming?
me.
It's Devourer of All by Hellblind. We've been wanting to use this as SV for so long, but then all the SV mappers died. So now it's speed.
They got devoured.
They got devoured by all.
Who here wants to learn how to map 1 key SV?
Applications open.
Permanently.
This one only... I'll just say 240 BPM, because that's what it plays like. But that means it will have some of those slightly longer bursts, like longer than 5 splits even.
Oh, those doublets.
Very chill break. Alright, into some slightly longer streams there, and as well as some odd snappings. Very odd snappings. Ooh, and surprise doublets as well.
Yeah, those tighter LN releases as well, it's quite a challenge, even though it does look fairly easy.
Yeah, you just gotta be prepared for it. Ooh. Those slowing down snaps as well. Oh, some swing sneaking its way in there. This really is the swing pool. Very tough to time, but at least the OD is low, only 6.5.
It's the only bone that we're gonna throw to all of you.
The only bone you get to devour. Alright guys, it's tiebreaker time. Those were all the normal maps.
I alluded to at the beginning. It's a tiebreaker. We're gonna showcase it to you. It's Twinkle
Yep.
by Index 8 and Dragonus.
$125 BPM.
That doesn't seem right.
I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty techie tiebreaker. Or maybe a speedy tiebreaker. Speedbreaker?
Why can't it be both?
Actually on the slightly shorter side for ATB. Only 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, those
okay.
doubles like crazy. I think that was 112. Yeah.
Yeah, getting a mix of varied LN length and here doublets. Some speedy bursts. We really do need to determine who the better player is. Players will be getting knocked out this stage in the lower bracket, so if you want to stay in, you need to prove yourself. Alright, we have a
little
slow
bit of
down,
a-
chilled section. Where
Yeah.
you catch your breath. Maybe press tab and see your opponent's score. Ooh.
Yeah, and then miss on nothing. It's mostly rice as well, so you get to recover your AC before it goes back into this. The releases on this are also not very easy at all. I think it's mostly 1/8.
Yeah, still throwing in some random doublets here and there.
Oh, 1/8 triplet, I think.
Those doublets again, they do return.
Ooh, and those offhand doublets as well. But I think it does seem like some of those patterns do repeat a few times throughout the map, so if you learn them once, if you actually, practice the tiebreaker before your match, you might just learn one of the patterns and then surprise yourself with how much of the map you'll be able to play.
Yeah, practicing Tiebreaker is recommended. You don't want to end up at Tiebreaker caught out having to sight read it. Normally doesn't end well.
Yeah. But what does end well is this pool showcase, as we have concluded all of the maps. These will be the maps you will be playing for round of 16. Now first to 5. There's gonna be one more match, but yeah.
For
that concludes
UTC.
that.
Yeah, everything should be getting uploaded fairly soon. Of course, give your feedback in the Discord. All of your match timing should be out soon too. And yeah. Oh, it's up already. Good news. So you can get practicing right away. You only have a week.
Let's go. Only a week away.
Only a week away. So
Yeah, that's it for
we'll
us.
see you then.
Bye bye.